My name is Marcel van der Vliet and I'm the president of CELCAA, the European Agri-Food Trade Association. Today we're going to show you the real life in agri-food trade. For the EU agri-food system, the internal market of course is key, but it's also the international markets. It's about imports and exports. Today we're going to talk about the challenges, the daily reality and also of course the sustainability. How to secure our food system also for the next years to come under the challenges that we are facing with climate change and of course the geopolitics, which is playing a bigger role almost every day. Trade in action.
We are from Ameco. We are one of a beef slaughterhouse in Holland. We're producing about 3,000 cows every week. We supply, for example, a part of our production to the Philippines, a part to Western Africa, to the Middle East.
You would like to have higher quota for European beef to be exported to those specific markets, or?
Well, of course, it has also to do with the status of animal and the animal diseases, and that is always an important issue.
Veterinary, yes.
Yeah, veterinary issues. And what would be nice is a quick reaction, because I think it is a little bit underestimated the value of the work we do in general. I mean, it is about, if you talk about circularity, it's very important that we find valorization of every product. I mean, the consumer patterns in the Philippines, they are used to a different product than, for example, we eat in Holland.
Yeah.
And we are able, because we do a certain volume, we are able to follow the request of every client in every country.
Yeah.
So I think that it's an added value. It's added also an adding for the circularity.
Yeah. And for the farmers, I think, in the EU.
Yeah. If we have access to every market, let me say, access as much as possible.
We are in the German market for the last 30 years.
30 years.
Wow.
And we do export to the German market, and for the last 12 years, we are the largest exporter of Ceylon tea to Germany. Only thing is about 6-8 months ago, the freight rates went up. Freight rates went up very much. Now it has come down and settled down.
Yeah.
Other than that, exporting the normal documentation is no problem.
We are the biggest cheese producer in Hungary, and we export more than 80% of our production. So we sell to all the continents of the world. Being effective and to keep the level of sales we have is quite hard nowadays. So trade is essential. We need a lot of raw materials. We have more than 100 milk suppliers in Hungary.
Yeah. You're adding a lot of value to the milk of Hungarian farmers?
Yes, of course, because let's say we make products of high added value. We make only cheese and such products.
Yep.
We don't sell milk, by the way. In many cases, we need more raw materials than what is available in Hungary.
And today's dialogue in Brussels is a lot about sustainability, sustainable agri-food trade. What does it mean for you?
It means so we do all that we can to be sustainable. We think always long term, but I just can repeat that it's very hard to stay competitive on the international market.
Yes.
Without always finding the best sources you cooperate with. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Today, the discussion in Brussels is a lot about sustainable agri-food trade. When I ask you sustainability, what does it mean for you as a trader?
As traders, I believe that sustainability should be a must for us. Actually, we know the world we are in and the world that we want to leave to our kids. But in the moment, the biggest question about that is who is going to pay for that?
Yes.
Because it's always the consumer, sadly.
In the end, yes, if it adds cost to the production, it needs to be paid by somebody at the end of the chain, of course. Yeah. Now we are at the stand of the company Pandrix and Bio Breadness. They source their barley and wheat close by where they can, according to the needed quality. There's a lot of German grain being processed, but also more and more Dutch grain. Trade is an essential role there within the EU to find the right quality at the best price at the best moment. And this is the company Den Egg from Denmark. They are a cooperative trading company. They produce in Denmark, Sweden and Finland, and they valorize the egg products of the Danish, Swedish and Finnish farmers across the globe. They export to more than 55 countries, I was told, and that brings the maximum value for the egg and egg products that they process. CELCAA is associated with the beer sector due to our members in the hop trade association. So without hops, no beer, and also their trade plays an essential role. I just heard from the owner that the products they source are from multiple EU sources in terms of hops and varieties. They source also sugar and other commodities as inputs for the beer, their beer process. And they sell their beers across the world to more than 15 destinations. Current challenges are related to the issues of forex, competitiveness outside the EU, high costs of packaging, and a worsening macroeconomic climate globally. So beer consumption is under pressure, and consumer inflation plays a big role. At CELCAA we have a proud group of members from the wine sector, Comité Vin, and they are with me in the board. And so I would like to showcase a company which is part of the wine sector. And I'm speaking here with Charlotte from Belgium. And what's so unique about your line? I have an idea, but maybe you can explain better.
Of course. So we are producing de-alcoholized wines. So this is wine without alcohol.
Are you shipping your products really to many markets across the world?
Yeah, actually we are currently present all around the world, and we export our products to around 40 countries all around
40
the world.
countries.
Yeah, in all continents.
Another example about the importance of trade, and also small and medium-sized companies are very much export-oriented. So that's one to remember. Okay, so this is the way to drink and drive.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. It was my pleasure to be your host at the trade show. So I thank you very much for watching, and thank you for your interest in CELCAA.